Hey guys, welcome to Everyday Guitarist, where we demo everyday gear for everyday guitarists. Today we're talking about the Amptweaker Tight Drive. So first of all guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would really appreciate it. I got like 20 extra subscribers last week and I'm like blown away by that. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing. You guys are awesome. Keep doing that because I can get new pedals in and that helps me talk to manufacturers and get cool stuff like this in. As always in Everyday Guitarist, I use sub $1,000 gear. Today I used my orange OR15, mic'd up with vintage 30s. And my J-Mascis Jazz Master by Squier. I ran this both as a preamp into the effects loop and in front of the amp to drive it. So today we're talking about this guy right here, the Amptweaker Tight Drive. So I've seen tons of stuff about these pedals, but I've only seen a couple of demos. They were all kind of either older or didn't have stuff that I really wanted to see in them. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a hold of one of these and I'm gonna see what I can do. So a couple things to say about this first. First of all, it weighs like 20 pounds. I don't know if it has a transformer in it or something, but it's ridiculous. This seriously weighs about as much as like some small amps. It's insane. It feels like I could throw it off a bridge into moving traffic and a bear would eat it and like poop it out and then it would still be usable. Other things to say about this would be, it doesn't have a ton of gain, especially if you use it in the effects loop. It seems to have a little less gain if you're using it as a preamp. I have the gain pretty high. I think this is a really good choice if you look for flexi tones especially, or Marshall vintagey kind of tones. The tight knob is really cool. It's kind of like their signature thing and it just tightens up the low end, makes everything sound really good. If you have it all the way up with your gain pretty high, your tone pretty high, your volume pretty high, and you end up with just that like old, like late 70s JMP, almost JCM 800 kind of sound where it's just grindy and gross in such a cool way. The other thing I would say about this, just so you're aware, is it's really dark. I did use some post-processing EQ to bring up a little bit of treble frequencies, especially when I was using it as a preamp. So just be aware that there was a little extra EQ on the rhythm guitars. The other thing, just ergonomically, is you aren't gonna kick your knobs when you press this. So if this is like this, if you can see it, your foot is never gonna hit those knobs unless you're like, I don't know, Michael Jordan, wear like size 17 shoes. I don't know. But that's really cool. Runs off a battery. The other really cool thing that I didn't showcase because I just I don't have any chorus or anything like that right now, is if you do run this as a preamp, or you run this as something like, or you run this as like your main overdrive, or as a boost, it has an effects loop on it. So you can run this and then you can run an effect into the loop so that only when this is on is that effect on. So it's basically its own little switcher, basically keeping things on. And you can, on the bottom, change to the loop so it's pre or post if you have like a delay or something, or another drive you want on at the same time. It's a really cool feature, so just be aware of that if you're looking for just really cool switching options. This has got you covered. They have a bunch of higher gain versions too if you're looking for that. Also, I have to show you this. My favorite thing about this pedal actually, and it's dumb, everybody was making a huge deal about the new Fender pedals having the magnetic battery door. And this has that, and this is probably 3-4 years old at this point, but it's got the magnetic battery door. And you just go like this. Won't open. I don't know, I love it. It's such a cool idea. I love it. I love it. So yeah, if you're looking for flexi tones, pretty cheap. I mean, you can pick these up $100 used. Otherwise, go buy them from his website. He's an amp maker initially. I think he helped design the 5150. So if you're looking for cool tones, check this out. Check out Amptweaker. They make great stuff. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe once again, and I'll talk to you next time.